This is a special report from Total Telecom TV in Ireland, where I'm joined by Darragh Richardson of Agile Networks. Darragh, the Irish market is very exciting at the moment, and you're one of the leading network providers. Tell us about your work in the education field.
Sure, thank you. Yeah, we're really trying to help to effectively redefine the way education is delivered in Ireland. We've just completed a huge project rolling out 100 meg broadband to every post-primary school in Ireland, and we're just in the next phase of that, which is rolling it out to primary schools. Really what it's about is it's providing kids with educational access to material from all around the world. The huge advantages in terms of then getting access to digital content, things like language learning skills, being able to connect up with school children in other countries, and really transforming the way in which they learn and really preparing them for what they're going to be, which is digital citizens of the future.
Yes, because I think you were saying you have a lot of major companies resident in Ireland, and they're going to be looking for workers, and they want workers who know what they're about with digital.
Yeah, I mean, it's a case of these days it's assumed that you're computer literate, but really if you look at the kinds of employers that are coming into the Irish marketplace, we're looking at things like US multinationals, and we're competing with places like Singapore, where they're also educating their children to the highest level available. And if we're going to compete in that marketplace, we've got to give our kids the best education that they can, and that includes things like broadband infrastructure. It's no longer a nice to have, it's something that they need as a basic requirement.
And there's a lot going on with the infrastructure in Ireland at the moment, isn't it? I think there's a government initiative taking place even now.
Yeah, I mean, broadband penetration, it's a challenge in every country. Sure, the big cities tend to have it, and larger towns and metropolitan areas. The big question is, how do you get it out to older suburban and rural areas? And really, it's been a big challenge within the Irish marketplace for the last few years. The government is currently doing a national broadband programme where they're looking to really roll out broadband to every single house in the country. I mean, it's being compared to rural electrification. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to really get the broadband picture right. So there's a huge fibre project going on at the moment, and we're actively taking part in that.
And you've actually had a recent local success down in Tralee with Calix and ENET. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, that's been an early trial where we're rolling out to, it's part of County Kerry, which I'm sure a lot of people will know. It's a beautiful part of the world, but it's not famous for its broadband. And we've just completed a really interesting project where we're rolling out 400 fibre to the home pilots, and it's allowing us to prove the commercial model, because the big challenge here is not the technology. The challenge really is the commercials. So working with local providers like ENET and with manufacturers like Calix means we can work out how do you roll this out effectively, how do you make the break-even point commercially attractive, and ultimately how do you allow it to become a self-fulfilling prophecy, which is to say that it pays for itself and allows people to access broadband as they really need to.
Thanks very much for talking to us.
Cheers, bye-bye.